Michael Patrick Shields all across the state of Michigan, joined by the jeweler to the stars, world traveler, and my sister of sorts, Katrine Medawar. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael.
Gold is at a record high right now. It's never been more valuable. I know they say diamonds are a girl's best friend, but are you still buying gold at Medawar Jewelers? Are people coming and selling their gold?
Every day, people are selling gold, and it's usually pieces that people no longer want to wear, broken items, things that no longer hold sentiment. And it's a great time to get rid of it because you're selling it to the jeweler who's buying it at a good price, and we are in turn melting that and making it into something else.
When you come to sell gold at Medawar Jewelers at the Lansing Mall or near the Meridian Mall, you don't get that price that we see per ounce. In other words, it's something like $1,600. That's not what you get, right?
No, definitely not, because what people are selling is not pure gold.
I see.
And that is the price for pure gold. Anytime you're selling an item, usually it has alloys with it. So
you get a fair commensurate amount. How do you know you're getting a good deal, a fair deal?
When you go to sell your gold, well, usually it's a good idea to shop around and see what different jewelers are paying.
You don't mind that?
Well, no, we encourage it, in fact, because we know that we're always paying a very fair number. But it's a good idea to check around what people are paying. And also, you want to always deal with your hometown jeweler. You want to deal with someone that you know that you can go back to. So I always encourage people to have a personal relationship with their jeweler.
Your business here in Lansing, the two stores, and in Jackson and Portage in the Kalamazoo area, over 30 years in business.
Yes.
And your cousin there in Grand Rapids, also very reputable. Does that drive up the price of somebody who wants to buy a gold necklace or a gold ring or any kind of gold jewelry? Does the price go up now that gold is more expensive?
Well, yes, everything follows. Gold now is high, so yes.
Silver too?
Silver is higher than before. But the nice thing about our stores is that since gold has skyrocketed, we have left the gold prices to remain as is. We want to sell the pieces in the cases at the old gold price.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
So the price for you has not gone up?
We have not changed our prices. We want to be able to sell what we have in the cases, and then any newer pieces that we cast or we make will be sold at a different gold price.
What are we going to get for Mother's Day this year?
Mother's Day is so hot this year.
Yeah?
It's wonderful. Pandora is huge, and it's a very nice, affordable piece of jewelry that you can give mom or that special woman in your life, starting at about $25.
That's it?
That's it.
Perceived value is much higher, though.
Yes, because it attaches itself to a memory. Each bead means something. It symbolizes something. So, of course, it's wonderful.
So it's a personalized choice.
Absolutely.
You have been traveling extensively lately to the Middle East, in fact. We watch the news every day, Syria, Jordan, Bahrain, you name it. What's it like to travel in the Middle East? What was your experience most recently? Is it tense?
Well, having grown up in the Middle East, it's easier for me to travel because I speak the language and I know a little bit how to get around. But you always feel a sense of unrest. There's a little something hidden underneath the daily life and the routine of people. You feel a sense of unrest, and it's sad to see that.
Jordan, for instance. I always thought Jordan was a peaceful, sort of progressive country in the Middle East, but even they are having their problems.
Yes, it's traditionally been one of the countries in the Middle East that's held its own. And they've had a king that's always made peace with his surrounding neighbors. So it's always done well. But recently, because Syria is at its border and other countries, so there's been a little bit of unrest. You hear a little bit about rioting, but it's people wanting some freedom and other things.
Does Lebanon benefit if the Syrian government falls? Depends who replaces it, I guess.
Some people may think so, but I think anytime there's unrest surrounding Lebanon, we're going to also suffer.
People would be surprised. So, in other words, let's just say somebody's never traveled to the Middle East, and they say, well, Katrine Medawar's traveled freely through all those countries and had a nice time. You're going back again soon, I understand. We think, how can you go into those places? Aren't they war-torn and violent? But that's not the case across the board, is it, or is it?
No, that is not the case. I think if you know where you're going and you want to actually make plans in advance so that you know the areas that you're going. You want to watch the news and be alert and aware of the places you're going. But I think overall there are many places that are still safe and beautiful to see and enjoy.
What did you make of this pastor, Terry Jones, who wanted to go in front of the Islamic Center in Dearborn on Good Friday and have a protest, and he was taking a gun in case things got out of hand, and he's getting lots of attention? He burned a Koran, in fact. I mean, what do you make of that?
I'm against anything that is like this. I would like people to speak with each other, to use words, and try to come to some sort of an agreement. If there is a fear or anger, that people can come together and talk about anything. Burning the Quran is disrespectful and wrong.
But you're a Christian.
Yes, absolutely.
And even in Dubai now, I understand the place that we thought was the Las Vegas of the Middle East, sometimes you can get yourself in trouble if you're not sensitive to the culture around you. Do you have to be more conservative when you travel to Jordan and to Lebanon and other spots?
I think more recently in my travels to Jordan, I've had to watch how I dress a little bit more. Sometimes I tend to wear things that, like a pair of shorts. Here we don't think anything of it. But when I'm there, I have to think that the shorts are longer and that I am pretty well covered up. Decent clothes, yes.
What was the evidence that you saw in this most recent trip that things were tense? Is it something you can see or just innate, palpable feeling?
Well, anytime I'm around in taxis and I'm having conversations with people, you know, they always say, oh, things are different now. And you feel that there's a sense of unrest. People are not as happy as they used to be. And then, of course, the rioting in Amman while I was there.
Yeah. Were you get close to any of that action?
I was close, but didn't see any of it.
Good for
Chose
you.
to stay indoors during that time.
Well done. Well, travel safely, will you please?
Thank you.
Otherwise, we'll see you at Meadowar Jewelers near the Meridian Mall and near the Lansing Mall. There's locations in Jackson and Portage and Grand Rapids, too. It's Michael Patrick Shields with Katrine Meadowar all across Michigan.